Hard to believe, but it's already week 13, and our topic this week is writing instruction in the elementary classroom. We'll start as usual with our story of the week, and I'm featuring an author that's really a great author when you're studying writing instruction, and that's Robert Munsch. If you're not familiar with Robert Munsch's book, head to his website, which is linked on the next slide, and he has every single book he's ever written on an audio file that you can hear every single one of his books. Now I'm going to warn you, he's very eccentric when he reads. He is a storyteller by heart, but he really appeals to children. Sometimes adults do not like his book, but children, I have not met a child that has not just laughed and roared when they hear his stories because they're so silly. So the story you're reading today is called The Fire Station, and I'd like you to record your ideas on the weekly literature sheet and drop them in the week 13 Dropbox. When you check your ideas, I also want to point out there's a Meet the Author video you could preview with students. Also, there are 3 links to the author. This is the link to his website where all those books are showcased, among other things. Here's a Pinterest board devoted just to Robert Munsch, and here is an author study unit that you could use in a classroom when studying Robert Munsch. I always did a 1-week author study sometime in October or the beginning of November, and it's a great way, especially for first and second graders, to add a lot of change into their writing. Read or listen to our weekly message, and our opening activity is going to be linked right here, and it has something to do with writing. We start out exploring why teach writing, and this is what research tells us. Click on the audio file to listen. We move into the types of writing, and you're going to explore the 3 types of writing. Click on our audio file for more information, and after you do that, we're going to try it out. You're going to read or listen to 3 stories, and then click here to go into our file and print it out and do the matching activity that you'll drop in Dropbox. The audio file will give you better directions and also read the stories to you. The answers to try it out are on the next slide. We'll skip over that. And we're going to move into where do kids write? And we're going to explore the informal environments of writing time in a classroom. Click on the audio file for more information. Then the biggie, how do we teach writing? And so we're going to start by exploring writing workshop time. And there is a short video of what writing workshop looks like in a first grade classroom. Make sure you watch that because it's going to set your background knowledge for the rest of the slides that we watch. We move into the basics of organization, and you can click on the audio file for more information. Then we learn about explicit instruction. There's an audio file that will explain things to you, and then I'd like you to watch the video of an explicit instruction mini lesson. We'll move on into using mentor texts. We've talked about this when we talked about content areas. So click on the audio file and listen, and then you're going to watch the video right here. And the video, I'd only like you to watch until 5 minutes and 32 seconds and stop. Also, we have 2 links here that I'd like you to click on each picture for the link and explore the link. We are going to do a quick vocabulary matching activity or sorting activity where you're going to match the writing domains on the side to the descriptions. If you click here on that will take you to the printable where you can actually do the sort and then take a picture for your participation points. The answers to the sort are on the next page. Make sure that you click on the audio file on the next page when you're ready to check your answers, and it will give you a good explanation of each of the 5 writing domains. Then we look at the writing process, and most of you have probably heard of this before. Click on the audio file for more information about the 5 steps of the writing process. And then we move into writing conferences. There's a couple things to do on the slide. First of all, click on the audio file for more information, and then you're going to watch this video of a writing conference in action. And when you use both of those together, you should have a good experience understanding what a writing conference looks like. Then we're going to explore what sharing time looks like in a writing workshop classroom. Click on the audio file, and then you're going to watch the video. This is the video we were watching earlier. You're going to start back up at 5 minutes and 32 seconds and watch to 9 minutes and 5 seconds. Then I want you to skip ahead to 16 minutes and 22 seconds and go until 24:09. A major component of writing, just like we learned in reading, is assessment. And so I'd like you to click on the audio file and learn about how teachers are assessing students in the area of writing. You may also click on this rubric and have a printable copy that you can print and save, or you can pin for later. We'll move into exploring kid writing and click on the audio file to hear a little better description of what kid writing is. You can also click on the book to get to our kid writing website and click on the video to watch a kid writing lesson in action. Our last major component is other writing ideas, and we're going to explore journal writing. Click on the audio file. Then we'll do a journal writing try it out, and for this activity you'll need to click here, and that will give you the printable for the activity. And then you can check your work on the next slide. Also on the next slide, I'm not going to preview it, but I'm going to ask you to make a connection to journal writing, and there's a Padlet board that I'd like you to visit and share some ideas on. Skipping over that, we move on to our writing centers, and writing centers are a fantastic resource in your classroom. Click on the audio file for more information. Then you can read this slide. And it talks about connecting reading and writing. And what I want you to do is brainstorm ways teachers can set up activities where students can write something for someone else to read, or read something and then write about it. So doing that reciprocal process of reading and writing together. I'd like you to click on the light bulb and share 3 ideas for a reading and writing connection. Then you can go to the next slide, click on the audio button, and read the list of the ways that I connected reading and writing in my classroom many times. We'll move on into using literature, and this is in a different way than we talked about earlier. Click on the audio file for more information. And last, we'll wrap it up with some web resources. Click on the audio file, and also click each of these 3 computer screens, and they will take you to web resources for writing. I'd like you to find an idea to either improve your understanding of what it means to be a writing teacher, or I'd like you to share something that you'd like to try out in the area of writing in your own classroom someday. Click here to go to the Padlet board to share your ideas. We'll wrap it up with our weekly assignments, and that's week 13 in a glance.